so might as well. We still have people trickling in, or we do?
A few more. They're coming.
All right, guys. So welcome to the last roundtable of this year. On behalf of the OA chapter, I'd like to thank you guys for all your help, troops, tax, everybody we've had this year. It's helped us out. We've done ceremonies and elections for. Thank you for all your support and stuff, and it's been great. So before we open our meeting tonight, why don't we all rise for the pledge of allegiance? Scott, salute. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
What do you say, Scout son?
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
Scout laws. The Scout
trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
And like the last Scout law says, the Scout is reverence, so please prepare yourself to pray. Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for allowing us to meet here together, Cub Scouts, Scouts alike, to learn and to plan in order to help young boys learn their skills, train them as leaders, and prepare them for what life has in store for them. We pray, amen.
Amen.
Before, everybody can sit back down now. Before I head on out, I just wanted to, you guys can file off on the side. So as last meeting we held our elections for chapter. So we have a new set of chapter officers that's being sworn in tonight during our meeting. And I just wanted to introduce those guys to you so you have an idea of who you will be contacting now in the future for election ceremonies, trip activities, things like that. So filling in for my taking over my spot as chapter chief for 2014 will be Jacob Gervais. And then his vice chief is Mark Philbrick. And then, who is actually taking over for Jacob, because Jacob was the vice chief. And then, taking over for Nate Ball, the scribe, will be Liam Block, who is not here. So these are your chapter officers for this upcoming year. Just welcome them, introduce yourselves, and so they have an idea of who they're talking to when elections come along, because that's my next announcement, is that elections begin January 1st. January 1st through April 15th. We're going to be setting up a system this year where you're going to actually be registering for those elections so that it's easier for us to organize and organize teams to go and meet with you guys. If we're having a ceremonies team this year, we're also going to be doing something similar so that if you guys want elections or ceremonies, if you're Cub Scouts, you're going to have to register for them. It helps us organize everything, and that way we can confirm all the information with you. So other than that, I am done. Thank you for helping me out this year, and please help me welcome our new set of officers.
Thank you, Chief.
No, you can't.
Thank you, Chief Gervais, and thank you, Senor Philbrick. Hola. 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 Grab a seat, guys. Come on in. You guys going to stay around? Grab a seat. All right. Welcome to the December edition of York District's Roundtable. My name is Dick Lambert. I am your district chair. I'd like to introduce our district commissioner, Dennis Hammond. And our district executive, Owen McGuire. district chairs of the various committees, and then we'll move on from there. Let's try to keep it brief so we can get going on the actual program. Rick Raines, are you here? Yes. Activities and program.
The next event that we have coming up in the district is the Klondike Derby on February 1st. And that's going to be at Bungana again, correct, Dave?
Maybe.
Okay. So, details apparently.
I have to talk to Gary. It will either be there. We have 3 places we can do it. We can do it there. We can do it back out at the Carroll Pit, or Al Holton has asked me when we're going to come out to his lumber yard in Newfield and do it again.
Okay.
So information will be sent out email as soon as I can get somebody to say, sure.
Okay. So we know 2 things about Klondike Derby. Well, 3 things. 1, it's going to be on the 1st. 2, it is going to happen. And 3, it'll be outdoors. We just don't know where. So we'll let you know when that is. Following that, in April, we have the York District Pinewood Derby, hosted by PAC 330, I believe. What's that? 355, sorry. Heather English is doing that. That'll be at the Sanford High School, where we have our roundtables normally. And then we have a spring camporee in May. And the only thing I'll tell you about that right now is you're not going to want to miss it. We are going to do pre-registration like we normally do. And that date will be April 25th for deadlines for pre-registration, just so we have numbers. And you're going to want to reserve your spot. And we'll talk about that more as we get closer.
Finance. There is no finance report tonight because there's no finances, but I wanted to announce that we do have a new finance chair, and it's a familiar face to many of you. His name is Dan Colby. He is the Vice President for Commercial Lending at Biddeford Savings Bank. So maybe we will have some finances after we bring Dan in again. Training. Tony? All right.
All right, good evening everybody. We have some training awards that I'll present first, and then after that we have just a couple of quick announcements about upcoming events. If he's here, Richard Litnoy, are you here? Okay, please come on up.
Come on down.
You have earned your Scoutish Training Award for Boy Scouting. Congratulations. All right, and we're going to have a little bit of a knot discussion here coming up, so this is an appropriate time. How about Jeffrey Spear? Are you here? No Jeffrey, all right. How about Christopher Boyden? Are you here? Come on up. Thank you. Okay, so you double dipped today. Christopher's actually earned the Scoutish Training Award for Boy Scouting and the Unit Leader Award of Merit. Congratulations on both. Thanks. Okay, and then before you leave, at some point, pick up the training calendar put together for the next couple of months. Just real quickly, January 11th, we're going to have Assistant Scoutmaster training at Camp Nutter. Of course, there's the University Scouting, someone will do a pitch for, I'm sure. And then Baloo training is scheduled for April 26th at Camp Nutter. So there's some additional information on the back about training, how you can listen to some Scoutcasts, which are like podcasts. So I'll leave them up here, and you folks can grab those at your convenience. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Bruce, are you here? Bruce Terror? Okay, we'll skip advancement. Brian Alley, are you here? Good that. Paul Bach. Surprised he's not here. And specials, it says Tony. Do you know what anything is on that?
Oh, might have been left over from last time.
Tony, do you have any specials? No, never mind. I guess not.
Sorry, I didn't cross it out.
Turn it over to Towan for district executive remarks announcements.
Okay. So last month, I announced we were about 30 kids away from achieving positive year-end membership. I'm pleased to announce that Elliott Police Department has sponsored an exploring post. With that, and some of the additional applications that have come in from the initial batch of recharges we have gotten, which total is 11 to date, which is really exciting, we have cut that number in half. We are now staring at 14 kids away from being +1 for the end of the year. This is really exciting because what this will allow us to do is achieve a very strong possibility of being bronze level or higher in our journey to excellence. And that's just a big step forward. Journey to excellence measures the successes of not only units but districts as well. Our district, as we've made many remarks throughout the year, is led in many regards. Popcorn membership program, and it would be a big deal to close this year on a positive. It's been a lot of hard work by everybody in this district, and I would hate to see us fall short on something since we're so close. Yes, Dan?
Did council reach that 600,000 in popcorn?
We did.
Awesome.
We are $601,000 total in popcorn sales, which is a record. We were 10% over last year, but when you took net for net, it was more like 20%. So it was, so I said, the year for Pine Tree Council is wrapping up very, very well. But for me and for the district committee, the year is not quite over for York District. I would love to see us +1, so we have a big, exciting push for the end of the year. This would mean a lot to, I think, a lot of people who have worked very hard trying to get the commissioner staff who have been active at recruits, and just in general. Recruiting more kids in this program means that there's a lot of communities that are better impacted. More kids wearing shirts means that more service projects are done, more advancement are being done. Means the road is being open for a lot more youth to walk towards the rank of eagle, which means a lot of lives could be benefited and changed for the better. In a society where values and beliefs and other things that were so important long ago that are being forgotten, this is something that we stand for, we believe in, and so the fact that we can give that to more kids each and every year is what we're about. Program, fundraising, training, all means nothing if we don't put kids in uniform and teach them these values. So it's a big push. I know 14 kids, but any applications you may have lying around, let one of us know, let Dennis know, let I know, so we can process 13. We're on it here.
We have one. Get those absent, please. It's important.
But I think I speak for the district committee, for everybody. Thank you for a very wonderful 2013. It's been kind of a roller coaster for a lot of us with a lot of changes at Pine Tree Council, and we appreciate all your support when you do. We've had some phenomenal events, phenomenal everything, and I can't wait to see what 2014 brings. So thank you all for all you do.
Thanksgiving. I'm really happy to announce that 8 units succeeded. That's, don't laugh. Please don't laugh. That's 4 times our previous record. So, great job. Plus, I know a lot of the units out here are working and getting very close to being completed on their recharge. Thank you for your hard work. It's important. As of right now, we stand at 11 chargers in, which is good. It's a great place to be at the beginning of December. But by the end of December, we're going to be at 50 units in. So I'm still about 39 shy. So please, if you can, this week, it's not going to get any easier as the month goes on, folks. You know that. So please work on getting those charters done and in to Owen Council so that we can get you checked off and registered. Your boys do not have the right to wear this uniform if they're not registered in the Boy Scouts of America. That's a pretty rough thing to say, but that's the plain truth. Okay? You gotta pay to play. That's just the fact, and more importantly, you gotta pay to be able to have access to everything the Boy Scouts provides. Everything from high adventure areas, like the new Summit, and Sea Bays, Philmont, Boundary Waters Canoe Area, all these places are fantastic. National makes those available to us, but we have to pay our national dues to be part of that. So please, get those rechargers in there. Open those doors for your scouts to enjoy everything that scouting has to offer, including Boys Life. Push hard for that 100% Boys Life. It's a great thing. It affects kids in ways that we don't necessarily see. But every kid who gets a Boys Life, well, after they're done looking at the jokes page, they usually look at the rest of the magazine too. And they learn stuff. They really do. So please, push for that too. Alrighty? Membership, Owen's talking about membership here just now. We are close, really, really close. If 1/3 of our units turn in one application, we make our goal for the year, which is incredibly good. I mean, everything's working out. I remember a year or so ago, things were kind of dragging, and we were changing DEs all the time. It seemed like we were going to DE meld, and we were kind of concerned about where things were going. Things are perking up, okay? We're starting to stabilize, we're making plans. Our committee is full. We've got people in every position still, right, Dave?
Almost.
Just about.
Just about.
We're close there, too. So, and that's a sign of a healthy district. So you guys belong to a really, really good, strong, district, and we get a program. We've got Rick Raines running our program and doing an awesome job. So please just keep on charging. For those of you who've never been, well, put it this way. Anybody here been to a high adventure area training, like Philmont, as an adult leader? Dave Wade has. Well, there's opportunities. I have as well. We went together. If I get an opportunity for you, feel free to pick one of these flyers up, okay? It lists what's going on at Philmont for next summer's courses. It's a great place to get some really high quality training. You get to bump shoulders with a lot of folks from all over the country. Just like coming to a roundtable gives you a nice, bigger perspective on what's going on in your district. This gives you a perspective of what's going on in the nation. It's a really cool thing. You get together with folks from units from Iowa, and units from Florida, and units from California, and some of the things you go to and you say like, wow, we got to do that. And other things you go see like, oh, we're better than they are. It's fun. So check these out, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you, it's expensive. The actual course itself, pretty cheap. Like it's about the equivalent of going to Camp Hines. Getting there, it's in New Mexico. Okay, but it's really worth it. I went and I can't promote it enough. It was really a great time. I had a fantastic time. Dave went in through Albuquerque, and I went in through Denver. We kind of met up there, and then we shared stories once we get there. We'd gone through, so it was a lot of fun. I encourage you, if you're thinking of that, get together with other folks, okay, and make it a group trip, because it's even better when you do that. You're all sharing experiences, and it's just a fantastic time. All right, what else? Unit liaisons. I have a lot of units with liaisons signed up, but if your unit does not have a liaison signed up with me, please get to me with a name of a person I can contact on a monthly basis and give me feedback on what it is that you guys need, what it is that we can provide, how can I tie you into the resources. If you need training, I can hook you up with Tony. If you need, if you need financial help, I can hook you up with the finance chair, that kind of stuff. Program questions, I can hook you up with whatever's going on, and that's my job. Last thing was, in February, we're planning on having a pop-up, a banquet, like a blue and gold, at Sanford High. By the way, we'll be meeting back at Sanford High starting next month. I would like to ask everybody who's here to bring a pop-up dish, okay? I'm working on a coordination kind of a thing I'll talk to my roundtable commissioners about it later on, but sometime probably within the next month, we want to try to coordinate who's going to maybe bring what, kind of a thing, but that way we don't have like 50,000 reserves. Yeah, everybody bring hungry people. And I would like to include the OA and invite them in to eat with us. Alrighty? So that's our plan. I'm also looking for anybody who's got advancements to report, get those in. It's a great opportunity for us to recognize people. We're recognizing people every month here on an ongoing basis, but in that situation it's even better. If somebody's done something special that needs a special recognition, please let me know. If somebody that in your unit has done something way over and above the call of duty, please let me know. I want to really, you know, the stars who shine, I want to put a little frame around them. Alrighty? So that's about all I have for tonight.
Tony, did you want to make a presentation on knots just before we break out? You want to do that? That's all right.
Adult leader knot box.
It is a box.
It's a box. It's a wonderful box. Yes, it's a knot box. So
It's not a box?
it's not a box. Do you want to take this off? Sure. Way back when, some people on the district committee, Rick Raines, Tony, and I got together. And one thing we recognize, like with our youth programs, is recognition.